Hey, I'm Kev, Mr. Cole. Welcome back to TT Live Man, right on the edge. As we're returning to the mountain course and the last sections 10 to 11, 8.3 kilometers long on our super bike. So we've got a couple of Hondas joining us, and then there's quite a few BMWs and a couple of Kawasaki's as well. And it's 10-person field in this TT style event. We're back to noon daytime as well after a couple of evening events. So let's see what we can do. So we are revving up at the start. With a bit of a squirm on board a Honda Superbike, of course. Let's get up through the gears and we see a potential hare released in front of us. Let's see if we can chase them down with these couple of sections which come before the final section, section 12, I believe. So we haven't gone through this section a lot. First time we did was on that full TT that we did. So, don't have much experience here. It'd be interesting to see how much we can remember of it. So I've gone through there since. As we go break into the bungalow. Really trail braking into that corner. Maybe that's the skill I've got to utilise a bit more on board this superbike, is trail braking. As that proved to be very good around the Milford Street circuit last time. So we're catching up to the hare in front. Going to Brandywell, as we're a bit wide in that left-hander. Well, we really are catching up to the rider in front. So go through these left-handers. And he's steering in, leaning in too much. I think we're a bit cautious there. Now into the right, in fourth. Oh, this is the section we're from here. If it is the last section then. So yeah, this is the last couple of sections, is it? Or is this just the start of section 11? Can't remember. So we go into the left. Oh, we're much more confident in our opponent in front. This TT style event is turning into a mass start one now. So right in the back. Go by into Keppelgate. This section of we are familiar with. We have ridden around here previously on board the Superbike. So no one really make it by. There's a bit of a jump there, remember that. And then we've got some heavy brake in it. Get down to first for Craig in the bar. Bumpy apex. And accelerate away as all that. Opponent's now right on our arse now as we go to the finish. That was a very short section, and we win by a second ahead of the Kawasaki with the BMWs in third, fourth, and fifth. And another Kawasaki in sixth. I found Honda's and BMWs right at the back. So that was a very good return to the mountain. Interesting to see how we did as we pushed a bit more through that section and then on the full lap, but well, it's good to come out on top, as now we've got events offers for September, in with the Equinox Trophy. And then we've got a choice between the Bennett's Prodigy Hunt or the Shaw Super Hillside. I think we'll take the latter. And then we can go to the mountain course for sections 2 and 5. So September filled up. But shall we do another event? Otherwise it'll be a very short episode as you go to the Shaw Prodigy Hunt of July. As it takes place around the Hertfordshire circuit. 3 laps, a mass start event in the morning. Against a couple of Kawasaki's, a Triumph. Well, we're on our Honda in this 6-person field on board our Supersport bike around this 4.5 kilometre long circuit. I don't remember riding around here previously. So this will be an adventure. And here we are revving up at the start. Need to get underway from last place, I believe. Yeah. Let's head towards the first corner. At least we'll be out of the way if anything happens. Or we just take third. It looks like. Going for second round the outside. Heading towards the first chicane. Or we get cut off. Oh, and then they're slow on the exit of that corner. Well done. They can dive down the inside through the right. And oh, we've been pushed. just chopped across us. As we already got a gap behind to a couple of riders. As we go into the left, the right. No, and then you've got to get it really slowed down. For that chicane, as we took a little look for second. Not happening. On the exit of the right hander though. Looks like we've got it as we've got the inside for the left. But a bit all over the place. We hold on in it, so on to second as we've got the leader in front. I'll do it. Sounds like they're side by side. Oh, there they go around the outside. And it down the inside into the fast right. Banging handlebars. Not the best idea. As we brake for the chicane, no, take it back. And you've got the leader in front now. He's got these fat, chunky curves round it, which are kind of tightening up a couple of corners, such as the first corner of that previous chicane. As we take the lead, do we, out the final corner. Not quite as we go on to the second lap. We're in a very good position in this race. Now we're in the best position as we take first, once again the rear trying to get out from under us. Seriously, we need rear grip in this game. As we try and take it back in the first chicane, not happening. On this 4.5 kilometre long track, I definitely prefer super hillside to this. Just stop, start most of this lap. Just annoying. Doing all these chicanes. With the morning sunlight as well, but definitely prefer the evening. As through this chicane, I can barely see anything. Where am I meant to be going? There's the exit. In second just about, but I can hear third right on our arse. Let's go for the right hander. Okay, the speed. It's all once again very deep through that chicane. And we're losing the rear again. We again just holding on to second just about. Oh, we know we're down to third. We get the run into the very fast right hander and take back that position for a very heavy break in it. Into this chicane. If we didn't have that big fat funky curb on the inside, it could be second gear this that first corner. The chicane. Same with the curb on the inside of this corner. That could be third gear corner instead of second. As you are catching up to the lead at the end of this second lap. Okay, lots of speed for the final corner. Do we take the lead going on to the final out of this race? I think we do. Just. Then we brake into the first corner. And take it back. What a battle we're having here for the win. As we drop back down to second. So once again through that first chicane, just relinquishing the lead. So you don't have the speed. Have a little look on the exit of the first chicane, but not quite happening. And fell out through the left-hander. He's got a bit of a gap to third behind. So brake for this very blind chicane. Bit all over the place. So was the leader. So maybe out of this right-hander we have a chance of taking back the lead if we get a good run. Down the inside into the left. Side by side. Almost pushed into the wall. We just about hold on to the lead. Or do we hold it on the exit? So we approach a very fast right-hander. Not quite flat out. We do. So we may have made a decisive move on this final lap. So going to this chicane. Oh, a bit wide again. The rear is absolutely dreadful around this place. Let's go for the final chicane. Just a couple of corners to go through the right. It looks like we've won this on this final lap. Good battle though. for the win. And we have just about having enough elbows to muscle them out of the way. As we win by 2.1 sec. Oh, we don't. What the hell? We're in third. Apparently Simmons has won. What? Where were those two then? We did not see them all race long. Or did we just get penalised 10 seconds or something? I don't understand. We've got the Triumph in fourth and Smith in fifth. As now it's time for the second race. As we start in third. And get a decent getaway. Doesn't look like we're dropping down to last before the first corner. Let's make sure we get our braking done into it though. There's a go. That is definitely the lead then. Let's see if we can hold on to it until we get glitched back to third. Let's go through the first chicane. Good acceleration away. Let's go out through the left. Once again with the morning sun, this corner's going to be impossible then. Let's see, you somehow hit it. And you've got to be very cautious through this corner. It's so bumpy on the exit. You can hit the bump then and just be careened into the wall on the outside. Just like the bump on that corner. As you saw, but we somehow hold on to the lead. I don't know how. We're still leading. Let's see if you can hold on to it into the faster stuff now. Looks like we are. It's all just about lifting up through that right-hander. Then heavy braking into this chicane. Oh, get the curb on the inside though. You can see that messed up the bike. But still upright, that's the main thing on this lap. I don't know how. Had a couple of big moments, and we've got a big gap behind as well, it looks like. There through the final corner, slight down with the brakes, slight lift, and heavy on the power as we go into the second lap. Really easing the bike into the apex. Once again, clipping that chunky curb on the inside. Do hate the curbs around here. Just not a big fan of this place. Probably my least favourite circuit that we visited. Just with the stop-start nature of the chicanes, with the big curves on the inside of all the corners. Just feels more like a circuit than a road course. Than being everywhere. It doesn't help that we've got this morning sun as well, with all these trees overhead. Buildings as well, just not helping. Seeing some of the points around this track. But it's going to be pretty quick round at least. Let's not go into the outside wall this time. Good job. And a bit wide in that chicane again. Horrible. They just about save it. As we've got a good gap behind us, so I don't think you're pushing too hard. It seems like we're guaranteed the win unless we get dropped back to third for some reason. Let's look at that gap. It's a few seconds. We get a heavy braking into the chicane. This time we're purposely going a bit wide in the first part. Avoid that chunky curb on the inside. And over the bumps of the exit. Into this right hander. That's nicely done. Nice and smooth on the power as well. Let's go into the final corner, just lifting this time. We want to have a bit of a party, but we're resisting for the time being. Who's gone to this final lap. Once again, braking a bit early. And it's such a bumpy corner as well, the apex. We're going into that corner. Probably better we're just a bit cautious. Let's go through the first chicane. You can definitely be a bit more aggressive on the exit, even though again it's a bit bumpy as well. So heading towards the second chicane. We're just braking early as I can't really spot our braking point. Into the second part. That's better into the right. And through the left as well. As they're just entering that chicane. That's how big a lead we've got. And that's much better through that right-hander. Now can we get this left to right? That's better. Getting a bit stoppy in that right-hander. Just not kind of momentum through that chicane. But it will do. Let's go for the right-hander. That's much better. Lifting a bit more. Going into that corner. Oh, that was beautiful. Just skimming that curb on the inside. Rather than unleashing war on it. Into the penultimate corner. Oh, we definitely found our flow around this circuit on this final lap. Go through the final corner once again. The rear trying to step out. Oh, you used to speed going through that final corner maybe. That's where you got the dab the brakes. A bit has. We have definitely won it this time. Okay? Can't push us back to third now. This is our fast lap of 47.7. As we won by 17.8 seconds ahead of the Triumph, and then it's all the Kawasakis. With once again Colin Smith at the back. So overall, we are a point ahead. I say we've won this event by a point then. Ahead of the Kawasakis. Triumph in fourth, then Colin Smith at the back. And that was a pretty fun outing in the end. For sure, Prodigy Hunt. I can't say that word now. Totally gone to pieces as we're over 1,000 fans of Andy Allen. The ace will head to the Triangle Raceway TT next time out. But I hope you enjoyed the visit to the mountain course and to the Hertfordshire Street Circuit. I didn't really enjoy the circuit, but in the end the racing was pretty decent. But thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. This time it's a bit shorter for us, this section. So we'll see if we can chase them down. Let's see how we do. As there we go, there's the ride. Look at this elbow to elbow, literally. Shit, in third. So we go down the inside. I don't like all these chicanes here. Let's head towards the first corner. We'll be out of the way if anything happens, at least. Let's see, dive.